He's been tossing and turning. He can't sleep at night. 1 minute he wants to defend his brother and he loves his brother, but he knows the right thing to do is take Sami Zayn's side. Jey Uso has been going through it. Why has Jey Uso chosen now to rejoin the bloodline? Let's talk about it. What's up, Maniacs? My name's Mex. I'm a wrestling fan, a wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleManiac, if you will. And right here at WrestleManiac UK, I discuss everything that's WWE and AEW. So if this sounds like the place for you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. Today's video, we are talking about Jey Uso, who made his re-emergence on Monday Night Raw to stand alongside his brother, to stand alongside the bloodline. He is back and in full effect. Main event, Jey is here. And yeah, Sami Zayn, it's all crumbled apart. Where he thought he was converting Jey out of the bloodline, out of his bad ways, Jey Uso has chosen to stand by the side of his family, of his bloodline, and betrayed Sami Zayn, who he did become a close friend with in the end. There was a bit of a running story throughout the show where we saw in the opening bout Kevin Owens taking on Solo Sikoa. The match got thrown out because Jimmy Uso jumped in and got involved. Kevin Owens was getting a beat down from Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, and Sami Zayn came to make the save. And when Sami Zayn extended his hand out to Kevin Owens rejected it. He rolled out the ring, left the ring. Later on in the night, we saw a backstage segment where Sami Zayn was saying to Kevin Owens, look, I've done all I can in terms of apologizing. You were right. Let's stand side by side. Let's take out the bloodline. Come on, join me. But Kevin Owens was saying, no, it was in this very building where you pledged your allegiance to the bloodline. This was back at Survivor Series, the War Games match. You chose the bloodline over me. So that's it. Like, I hear that you're not friends with them anymore, but I'm not standing alongside with you. It might even be better if you just, kiss Roman's ass and return to the bloodline, that he's not joining forces with him. And Sami Zayn took his leave. He just said, well, I've tried, sort of thing, and he just left. And then in the main event, we had Sami Zayn versus Jimmy Uso. A very quick match because there was obviously a big angle coming towards the end of it. We saw in this match, Solo Sikoa was thrown out from ringside, but just when Jimmy thought he was alone, Jey Uso came down from the steps in the crowd. He came down, came over the barrier, stood on the announcer's table. Jimmy Uso did actually lose this match. It was a quick roll up and Jimmy Uso lost this match. And then as the match finished, Sami Zayn rolled out the ring. Jey Uso walked into the ring and had a long stare down with his brother before eventually kind of patting his brother on the shoulder, walking out of the ring and standing alongside Sami Zayn, saying to Sami Zayn something along the lines of, you were right, I'm with you. You could clearly see that from what he was saying from his lips. He said, I'm with you. He stood alongside Sami Zayn. He hugged Sami Zayn. The crowd went mad. And then they threw their ones up to the sky. And then before you know it, pow, the super kick came. And I absolutely popped. I said, yeah, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You could see Jey Uso slowly forming the distance between him and Sami so we could get that full extension on the super kick. Hit him with the super kick. Stood over him and then began to absolutely plummet him, punches to the face, threw Sami Zayn into the ring. Jey Uso got into the ring, continued the beat down. Jimmy Uso obviously at this point is smiling. Jimmy Uso got in on the act. Solo Sikoa came down to the ringside and he got right back in on the act. And it wasn't till the unsuspecting Cody Rhodes came and actually made the save. You saw the bloodline scatter. They all stood together. The bloodline are kind of all back together now. And yeah, Sami Zayn, that is it. Cody Rhodes made the save. And that was this segment. That was the end of this show. So now the question is, why did they wait so long to do this? Now, I can't give any other answer apart from, there was about 6-7 weeks between Elimination Chamber, where this turn probably should have come. That's how I would have personally done it. And WrestleMania, and they've got TV to fill. So, Jey Uso dragged it out here and there, his decision, blah, blah, blah. And it really put Jimmy Uso in, a difficult position, with Roman saying this past week on SmackDown, if you don't solve this problem, I'm taking it out on you. Like, you are now the issue, sort of thing, and I'm going to deal with you accordingly. So this is the part where you now see Jey Uso's heartstrings are being really pulled on, because if there's no one in this world that Jey Uso loves and respects, it is his brother. It is his brother Jimmy Uso. And we've seen before already Jimmy Uso, waiting and waiting around for Jey Uso for that tag team championship match. Jey Uso appeared to make sure he was there for his brother. And just like on that occasion, Jey Uso appeared today to ensure that he was there for his brother, so his brother wouldn't suffer the fate of whatever Roman Reigns had in store to discipline Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso turned up for his brother. However, why today? It's simply just because they needed to spread this out so that they don't kind of blow their casket before they get to WrestleMania. Now we are like, what, 3-ish weeks out from WrestleMania. Now we can see the sides are being put together. The match hasn't been announced yet, and we're going to get onto the match very, very soon. But yeah, we can see the sides are now kind of forming. Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, they're back together. The Bloodline are back together, and things are looking as they should going into the showcase of the Immortals. I got a couple of gripes with this though, I can't lie. I've got a couple things I wasn't too happy about. Firstly, I thought the Sami Zayn beatdown should have been more severe. I love Sami Zayn, but the beatdown had to be more severe to really punctuate the fact that, you know, you betrayed me, you caused all of this, like, I'm really gonna deal with you. It had to be an absolute mauling, and yes, this is a PG product. This is WWE, but it had to be bad, and they could at least do it WWE style, you know, chair shots, put him through the announcers tables and all of that kind of stuff, bury him alive, tear his shirt off him, and, you know, really beat him down. I just didn't see that. It looked like they may be running out of time. This beatdown really should have been extensive to really kind of put the battery in Sami Zayn's back, that he needs to do something about this. Put the battery in Kevin Owens' back, who really should have made the save here. Why Sami Zayn was saved by Cody Rhodes, I know there's obviously ties with Cody Rhodes and going against Roman Reigns, the Bloodline, but the save here should have been made by Kevin Owens. And it's not to necessarily, you know, he could have made the save, beat up a couple guys. He sees himself literally standing side by side Sami Zayn, which he said he wouldn't do, and then he kind of freaks out, takes a step back and walks back up the entranceway. They could have put that little Easter egg there of, look, they're standing side by side to take down the Bloodline, but Kevin is still not sure. You see what I mean? Kevin still doesn't know if he really wants to do this, and he could have stepped away and then went back up the entranceway. But yeah, they chose not to have him come out at this point and save Sami Zayn. They chose for Cody Rhodes, who, again, I think is a bit of a weird choice in this scenario. It makes a bit of sense, but not a lot, to be honest. Kevin Owens would have been a much better choice in this place, if you ask me. And then the question now is, when does Kevin Owens, you know, join the side of Sami Zayn? Because look, this is wrestling and we all know this is gonna happen. When does this happen now? Does the severe beatdown come at another point? Does it come on SmackDown maybe? Does it come on Monday Night Raw in a couple weeks? Who knows? But at some point, enough is going to have to be enough for Kevin Owens to, you know, come out and stand side by side with Sami Zayn and say, look, we have to do this together now. Beat down the Bloodline, take them on at WrestleMania, become undisputed tag champions. The question is now, what is it going to take for Kevin Owens to come out and stand side by side his long-term friend, Sami Zayn? I'm happy this story kind of took an extra step forward. It's really good. I would argue that, you know, the heat at Elimination Chamber, if this happened at Elimination Chamber, it would have been 10 times better. That place, that Montreal on that night was a cauldron. If the split happened there, it would have been absolutely awesome. Yes, they would have still had so many weeks of TV to fill, but if it happened there, like, it would have been great. And that's the only thing I'm really thinking now. Like, Boston reacted, Boston Monday Night Raw, they reacted, but it just wasn't enough. You see what I mean? And maybe that's because of where it was. Maybe that's because of the level of beatdown. Like I say, it wasn't enough. Like, it just could have been better. But we are at the story, we are at the point of the story that we all thought we would get to. Like I said, my next question is, what is it going to take for Kevin Owens to now join Sami Zayn, stand side by side and agree we need to take down the Usos together? I want to hear your thoughts on this segment, on, you know, the split, I guess, between Jey and Sami Zayn this turn. And yeah, what you think it's going to take for Kevin Owens to rejoin Sami Zayn and, you know, for them to lay out the challenge, lay the gauntlet out to face the Usos at WrestleMania. Let me know your comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button, give us that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.